What's happening? What's happening with it? What it do? What it do? What's good? Can y'all hear me all right? Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know if y'all can hear me all right. What's happening with everybody? Yeah, y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah, when you come in, smash on the like button, hit the like button. Let me know y'all in the building. What's good with it? Big Tony in the building. What's happening with it? Blood and Bone. The Queen Sheena in the building. Tubi Leak. What's happening with it? Dusty RFB. Kono Loco. What it do, Kono? Master Khalik. What's happening with it? Yeah. And like I said, y'all hit that like button as you come in the building. Yeah. UK Boxing 89, what's happening with it? 100 shots, what it do? Marcus Hayes, what's happening with it? Yeah, we gonna keep it 100 today. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm talking about any and everybody. Any and everybody that wants some smoke. Because we got to stop with this, man. This just fanatic bullshit. Kono Loco says, if I told you Bud signed the contract, would you believe me? I absolutely would believe you. I believe he probably has. So yeah, yeah. And like I said, y'all hit the like button because it's going down today. It's going down today. Real talk. A lot of you niggas ain't out there keeping the same energy. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of y'all ain't keeping the same energy. And I got some shit I want to address and get off my chest while we cook today. But it's almost time, y'all. We got a hell of a weekend of boxing. You know what I'm saying? One fight I want to talk about is Stephen Cool Boy Steph. Cool Boy Steph is fighting Daniel Ramon this weekend. And, the whole, everything been overshadowing that fight. But that's a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? Cool Boy Steph, he finna go in here and get his third strap. Damn, Kono, I didn't even know Charles Cromwell fight. What did he fight on? What does he fight on? Yeah, but, my man Cool Boy Steph, he finna go in there and get his third strap. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, right? For a while, I wasn't too high on Cool Boy Steph. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him, kind of, I ain't gonna say struggle, but I've seen him have some tough fights. And I wasn't too high on Cool Boy Steph, but his last fight, he sold me. Cool Boy Steph can go. He can fight you on the inside if he got to. He can fight you on the outside. He can box. He can bang, even though he don't have a lot of power, but he still can bang, So Cool Boy Steph, he definitely, once he get this third strap, he definitely need to be somewhere on the pound for pound list, right? I think we also got, we got Nonito Donaire and Inouye. I think we got Donaire and Inouye too. I believe it should be coming up. It's so much of shit going on. Uh, it's Stephen. I think it's Stephen Fulton. Bobby, it's Stephen Fulton. It's cool boy Steph. But yeah, Donaire, he got to fight. He about to fight Inoue. That's a big fight. That's a rematch. You feel me? Let me see. I believe it is this the 7th. When is the 7th? Ain't that like Monday? When is no, that's the next week. Wait, when is the 7th? It gotta be coming up. Cause what today the 2nd? Let me see when the 7th is. Tuesday. We on Tuesday. So the 7th is on Tuesday. So they fighting on a weird day, but that's a hell of a fight that's coming up also. Right? Third Eye, what's happening with it? The Queen Sheena say Tuesday. Yeah. It's on Tuesday. So we got Haney versus Kambosos. We got Cool Boy Steph versus Daniel Ramon for a third strap. Haney is for undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Then we turn around on Tuesday and we gonna get Nonito Donaire versus Inoue, the rematch. Hey, it's a stacked weekend, y'all. It's a stacked weekend. Plus all of the other boxing news going around. You know, and as far as the Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, I think that's pretty much a done deal. I think, you know, they didn't wrap that. I think only thing now they looking for is a date. They trying to sew up a date. Is we going to get Errol Spence and Terence Crawford in October? We going to get it in November? Or we going to get it in December? It looked like September pretty much sold up with Canelo and Triple G, although that fight ain't shit. But, you know, at least we going to finally get the fight that everybody want to see. Let's all cross our fingers and pray that it ain't nothing that's going to stop that fight, like an injury or COVID or none of that stuff. We going to all pray on that. Yeah. Rodney Vincent, we don't know. You don't know that Bud ain't signed that contract. You don't know what Bud doing. You feel me? You can't just jump to the conclusion and say that he ain't signed. You don't know that. I actually believe that he has signed. I believe that they have agreed. But like I said, they still got little things to you know, to sort out. Like the date and the venue and all of that. Kwame East, what's happening with it? What's happening with it? Bro, Rodney, why you coming in here being negative? The fight gonna happen. I mean, do you want the fight to happen? Why you gonna come in here and be negative? The fight is gonna happen. Ain't nothing gonna stop that fight from happening. You heard it from Bud Crawford mouth, and you heard it from Errol Spence mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Like, the fight gonna happen, bro. Stop being negative. We say we want the fight, and then we just add other shit that has nothing to do with what's really going on behind the scenes. Bro, you heard when you hear Errol Spence, he say, absolutely the fight gonna happen. When you heard Terence Crawford, he tell you the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's get off of Terence Crawford helmet. If you want Errol Spence's helmet, get off of his helmet. And it's time. Now we about that close to breaking down. I always said I don't even want to talk about who win the fight and who don't win the fight and breaking that down because we were so far out. Now they getting ready to announce the fight. Now we can start debating on who gonna win and breaking the fight down and why you got who you got. This is the one that everybody want to see. And the great thing about it is it didn't happen too late. You still got Errol Spence in his prime You still got Terence Bud Crawford in his prime. And yeah, and you got that nigga with the shag. You feel me? You got that nigga with the shag stepping through against Bud Crawford. That's the EJ that I have been wanting to see back for years, and we finally got that nigga with the shag. Y'all heard? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, EJ went to the Tank Davis fight last weekend, but what was he doing? He was running. He was training. You know what I'm saying? He was training still. Yeah, y'all think I'm on vacation, but the grind don't stop. Just like when if y'all went, you know what I'm saying, over my brother Money Brown TV, right? My brother Money Brown TV, he had Jay Ism. That's Errol Spence's right-hand man, his best friend, childhood friend. He had Jay Ism on the show, and Jay Ism said, hey man, when y'all see us on vacation, right? And you think we just vacation, he said, y'all don't see what Errol EJ doing behind the scenes. He said, this man get up on vacation and he gonna get his miles in and work out. So yeah, we might be on vacation, but we ain't really on no vacation like that. You feel me? And y'all got to see it or heard about it, right? But you heard about he was training and running in New York over the past weekend. So Rodney Vincent, and yeah, I understand, man. It's been so much talks going on. It's hard for a lot of people to believe that this shit actually finna pop off. Black Preacher Man, what's happening with it, man? I appreciate you, man, becoming a member of the channel, man. Much appreciated, much love. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So all of the Bud is scared and getting on Bud Crawford helmet. The fight finna be signed, and we gotta let that shit go. We gotta throw all that shit out the window, right? And everybody that was hating on Errol Spence, y'all gotta throw that out the window. Eat your words, right? So yeah. Knockout said, is that where I come to hear some Tank slander? None of that will be accepted. Oh, no, I'm on his helmet. Oh, yeah. You can call it what you want. I'm not finna sugarcoat it. Nah, all that baby and Gervonta Tank Davis, that shit comes to an end. We gonna put all that shit out to the forefront. You know what I'm talking about? And I told you I would do it. If he signed back to Mayweather Promotion, and I'm sticking to my word. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, y'all can get mad if you want to. Y'all can get, see, Kwame said I'm on Bud helmet for life. See, bro, I'm not with all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you deserve to be talked about, right? And I'm gonna get on your helmet. But if you doing what you gotta do moving forward, ain't nothing else I gotta say. You feel me? That's the fight that everybody want anyway. Terence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. Right. I ain't nothing else to say about, to me, Kwame, when basically I believe that the contract is signed, right? Ain't nothing else to say about Bud once this fight is on. And it's basically here. I ain't got nothing else to say about Bud. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of lying and a lot of contradicting himself and all that other shit. But it don't matter now. You know what I'm saying? The nigga could be Jim Carrey and liar, and I don't care because all we want to see is the fight. That's it. That's all. Like my late brother Batman would say. Keto, what's happening with it? Keto in the building. My cuz Keto, what's happening with it? Yes, sir. Keto say Crawford versus Spence is the fight of the decade. Man, I'm telling you, it is. Keto, you going to the fight? You going out to Vegas to the fight? See, what my thing is, I hope they put it in Vegas Stadium because see, for somebody that go to fights, right, like I do, somebody that go to fights like I do, if they put it in the MGM or T-Mobile Arena, probably the MGM, right? If they put it in the MGM, y'all can forget about it. I mean, if your pockets ain't sitting heavy like that, you might as well just go ahead and order the pay-per-view, right? because they gonna charge people so much to get in that fight. Y'all remember how Manny Pacquiao and Floyd was? Well, it ain't gonna be on that level, but shit. Matter of fact, with inflation and everything, how the how the economy is now, they might charge Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather numbers, right? So with that, like I said, if they put it in T-Mobile or the MGM, they gonna charge you so much, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have to motherfucking put up a loan on your mortgage. But if they put it in the Raiders Stadium, right? If they put it in the Raiders Stadium, that's a different story, because see, a stadium, they can fit way more people in, and they could drop the ticket price. So as fans, what we should be worried about, right? Because like I said, I believe that the fight is signed, right? I think that shit is all signed, everything, right? But so as fans, what we need to focus on now is we need to pray that we get this fight in Raiders Stadium and not in MGM or T-Mobile Arena if you want to go to the fight. You feel me? Because I'm going to tell y'all, that shit finna be high. Them tickets finna be so high because, see, they know that this is the fight that all the celebrities want to see, all of the fans want to go to. They know that this is the fight. They know that this is the fight that even people that don't know shit about boxing, they trying to attend this fight if they got bread. You feel me? So they gonna hike the price up and they gonna take advantage of it. Y'all gotta understand, man. At the end of the day, these promoters ain't working for the fans and shit. You know what I'm saying? They working because that's their means of income. That's their means. They trying to get the highest dollar out of these events. So they not finna lower no ticket prices so fans can come. So that's why we all need to hope and pray and wish that we get it in a Lions Stadium. I think that's the Raiders Stadium is the Lions Stadium, I believe. Keto says Spence takes more shots than Crawford. I don't know how you figure that. Where? When and where? Spence also fight way better competition than Terence Crawford. That's a fact. That's a big fact. You know what I'm talking about? That's a big fact. So when you step up your competition, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to take more shots. But really, Spence don't really take no more shots than Terence Crawford if you weigh out the level of competition, because Terence Crawford get hit and he not too difficult to hit at all. And he get hit real easy with a jab. Eugene Rosario says, David Morrell came out and said he never called Benavidez out his name, and he said it's all respect, and said the article in America was trying to make it like that. Man, I remember I said that shit. Remember I alluded to that shit too. When I was talking about that article, I said David Benavidez can't even speak English, so I wonder if he even said all of this shit. And now my man Eugene Rosario saying that not David Benavidez, David Morrell. Now, my man Eugene Rosario saying that David Morrell coming out saying that ain't even it. He ain't say none of that. Because like I told y'all, I seen him in Texas when they met for the first time. I was standing right next to him, and they was cool. Everything was friendly. It was respect, man. I love you as a fighter, man. Handshakes. They took a picture together. It was all respect. And y'all smash the like button. Yeah, y'all. Todd Swindle from that ATL in the building. What's happening with it, Todd? Andre Williams, what he do? Yeah, y'all smash the like button. Bobby says it's the $20 million asking price for Bud to fight Spence way too high. I don't give a damn what he asked for. You know what I'm saying? Now that the fight is pretty much signed, sealed, and delivered, I don't care what he get. I don't like, you know what I'm talking about? If he asked for $100 million and got it, I don't care. You feel me? That's neither here nor there now. That don't really matter now. And yeah, y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. Cause I'm finna get some of y'all mad. Keto Keto finna be mad. A lot of y'all finna be mad in a minute, in a little bit. Skinny Too Litty says some American articles is biggest instigators. Man, speaking of that, right? While we on that topic, right? I ain't like how a lot of niggas did Ryan Garcia. Real talk. I ain't like how a lot of y'all did Ryan Garcia. Even though I'm not the biggest Ryan Garcia fan, I wasn't feeling that. You feel me? That's why I ain't put no video out and because y'all was a lot of channels was out here trying to make it like Ryan Garcia was gonna duck Errol Spence and he wasn't gonna pay that man. I wasn't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta stay out of. Sometimes we just gotta mind our own business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to paint a picture, right? Hey, Keto, my man Knockout said the same shit. He said we ain't tolerating no Tank slander. It ain't no slander, it's the truth. I never slander nobody's name. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you the truth. But back to what I was saying. I know a lot of y'all don't like Ryan Garcia, right? If you want to paint Ryan Garcia, you know, paint a bad picture of Ryan Garcia, because he do a lot of bullshit. He do a lot of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things that Ryan Garcia I don't like. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He's still a kid to me. He's still a kid to me, and he kind of act like a kid, and he move like a kid, right? So he say a lot of shit that don't come about, but you know what I'm saying? You can't get in the way of he a kid to, but he really a man. You know what I'm saying? You can't get in the way, right? You can't get in the way and start jumping in a man business, right? When he say he gonna pay a man. That's they bet that they made, right? That's they bet they made. Give that man a chance to pay that man. Y'all knew it was Memorial Weekend. Y'all knew it was Memorial Weekend. And he said it. He said it's Memorial Weekend. When I can get to the bed and everything clear, I'm gonna pay the man. He gonna have his money. And then y'all all making video. Oh, Ron Garcia says he's not paying Errol Spence. That man never said that shit. That man ain't never came out and said that he wasn't paying Errol Spence. Y'all need to cut up with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about, and you can get mad y'all can get mad if you want to. I don't give a damn. But I ain't about painting a certain narrative to make somebody look bad just because I don't like them. You feel me? That just ain't like to me, like I ain't no real shit to me. Y'all gotta cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And running with these certain narratives just because you don't like a certain fighter. You feel me? We gotta stop that shit. Like Ryan Garcia said he was gonna pay that man, right? And y'all on his helmet the next day. You know what I'm saying? If he a man, he said he gonna pay that man. Let him pay him. You feel me? I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, Zenith. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit, Zenith. For real. Real talk. If that man said he's gonna pay him, stay off his helmet and let the man pay him. You know what I'm saying? You ain't give that man a day to pay that man. You feel me? That ain't even, first of all, that wasn't even none of our business to be worrying about that shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's business between Errol Spence and Ryan Garcia to be worried about. You know what I'm saying? And he paid the man just like he said he was going to pay him. He paid him. You know what I'm saying? He paid him, and y'all so worried about like y'all getting 20, like y'all gonna get to 20K or something. Why you so worried about that man getting paid? If he said he gonna pay him, he gonna pay him. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like me, right? And I'm saying this, right? But that ain't none of your business, Zenith. At the end of the day, that ain't none of your business. You feel me, Zenith? That ain't none of your business, bro. That's some gossiping female shit. Straight up. If I got a bet with my brother Knockout, right? Or Keto or OTB, right? And I tell y'all, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if I lose, I'ma pay. I'ma pay my man OTB, or I'ma pay my man whoever it may be, right? And I tell y'all on here, right? And I tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? Come Monday, you know, I'm gonna pay the man. If I lose, I'm gonna give him his money. And then I got everybody in here. Hey man, he ain't Keon ain't paid Knockout. He ain't paid, and making videos and shit. That ain't none of y'all business. If I said I'm going to pay the man, I'm going to pay the man. Give me a chance to show I'm going to pay the man. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all acting like women and shit? Oh, man, he was supposed, he said he was going to pay him on Monday. And was the banks open on Monday? Was the banks open on Monday, bro? You know what I'm saying? Was the bank? Nah, it ain't. I feel you, Jay Grant. What you saying is all fun, but it's more than that because that shit trying to paint a narrative and shit on somebody just because you don't like them, right? You feel me? That's just what it is. You trying to paint a narrative on somebody and you going the extra mile because you don't like it because you know that he ain't the popular person. You know, with a lot of people, so y'all gonna try to paint that narrative. You feel me? Let them handle their business. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't with all of that. But like I said, man, Ryan Garcia was a man of his word. He paid him like he said he was gonna do. All that other shit was unnecessary. But see, ain't nobody apologize about that shit. You know, we sorry, we was wrong about Ryan Garcia. He paid his debt, you know, and ain't none of y'all say that y'all was wrong about that shit, but you was quick to shit on him. And like I said, I'm not a Ryan Garcia fan, but it's just, you know, being a man, just cut all that other shit out. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he did what he had to do. Man, and blue, man. I'm talking about, like I said, I ain't gonna say no names, but I've seen a couple videos, right, that said that Ryan Garcia said that he was not gonna pay. Now, I don't think you put a video out like that, but come on, Blue, you know what I'm saying? If that a lot of people gonna take that shit, Blue, and they gonna run with that shit because that's the narrative that they want. Right, I'm talking about the fan. They gonna run with that shit to shit on Ryan Garcia even more because they don't like him. Like to me, honestly, I wasn't feeling all of that. Even though I ain't really feeling Ryan Garcia like that, I wasn't feeling all that. But salute to my brother, Blue Blood Sports TV in the building. You know how fans do. You know how boxing fans do, Blue. You know how they do. He said he took 4 days. Hey, he still paid the man. You feel me? He at the end of the day, he still paid the man. To me, that ain't really none of my business. I know that shit make for, you know, news, but that like to me, I like what, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't make me shit. Now, if he didn't pay him, if we talking about a week gone down the line or 2 and he ain't paid that man, then we get on his helmet. But see, right? A lot of people remember when Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley made that bet, right? And Jake Paul knocked Tyron Woodley helmet off, and Tyron Woodley was supposed to get that tattoo. Tyron Woodley, he didn't get that tattoo until damn near probably over a month later. But then nobody make no videos about Tyron Woodley not owning up to his bet. You feel me? I'm just keeping it 100. Didn't nobody make no videos about Tyron Woodley not owning up to his bet. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said nothing about Tyron Woodley. And I'm the one that came out and was like, man, Tyron Woodley, man, it's been way, way, way long enough. And he gotta own up to the bet. You feel me? But you know, I honestly wasn't feeling that. Because like I said, it's funny to a lot of people, but you know, a lot of people take that shit and run with it to, you know, basically just to try to shit on somebody's name. But you know, it is what it is. I feel how I feel about it. I'm not finna sugarcoat how I feel about the situation. It is what it is. But like I said, you know, I'm not the biggest Ryan Garcia fan at all, but that man, he done already did enough bullshit. Y'all need to give that kid some slack. Right, for real, get that kid. Ryan Garcia, y'all be on his helmet. He done already did so much bullshit. Get that kid some slack. God dang. Y'all got to lay off that man a little bit, man. But uh anyway, man, uh you said Knockout Boxer 86 TV said he only care about the bets he make. I mean, you feel me? But like I said, if he had a took, you know what I'm saying? If because he bet him on Saturday, right? The next day, it was already reports coming out talking about, oh man, Ryan Garcia is not gonna pay Errol Spence. Like, goddamn, let 24 hours pass. And then it was a holiday weekend. You can't even wire no money like that much of money when the banks are closed and all of that. Let me see. I'm missing something in the chat. Cono Loco says he said he ain't gonna tolerate people talking about. Well, I mean, what am I missing in the chat? Yeah, you gotta stall him out, Blue, man. Y'all gotta stall him out, man. You know that kid, man. Real talk. You know that kid got all type of, mental issues and all type of shit. Y'all gonna make that kid pull a blast. God, y'all gonna make that kid have a nervous breakdown. Oh, okay, Connor. I was like, wait, hold on, what I missed? You know what I'm saying? What I missed? You know, when Blue come in here, the trolls be right behind him. The trolls be, if Blue come in here, the trolls, they right behind him. Knockout Boxer says Spence would have showed up to California asking Ryan to spar. Man, Ryan knew not to play with Errol Spence. You heard what Errol Spence told him when he bet. He said, hey, dog, don't play with me. Ryan, no, for real. I'm for real. I'm serious. Hey, Spence was like, hey, dog, don't play with me. Hey, and held his hand while he was shaking it. Don't play with me. He knew what it was. I didn't have no doubt that Ryan Garcia was gonna pay Errol Spence. Hey, Cono Loco, the troll smacker. Hey, but man, let's move on. Y'all hit the like button. Man. That 20K wasn't soft on Ryan neither. He get money, but just like Ryan Garcia said, he ain't getting nowhere near as much money as Errol Spence. That 20K hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That shit hurt a little bit. But Ryan Garcia, he go get another payday. He got a fight coming up. And y'all know Golden Boy. Y'all know Golden Boy deep in his pockets. Hey, Blue Blood say, don't play with my bread, EJ. Yeah, right. That's what he said, for real. Hey, don't play with my bread, for real. Straight up. But yeah, so Danny Garcia, man. Let's talk about Danny Garcia before I cook on this Terence Crawford and Gervonta Tank Davis situation. Like I said, I'm finna ruffle a lot of feathers today. You know what I'm saying? Today, we in here, hit the like button, smash the like button. So, Danny Garcia, man. Danny Garcia gonna fight Jose Benavidez Jr. And Danny Garcia. Now, a lot of people saying that Danny Garcia need to stay his ass at 147. But when you look at 147-pound weight division, you got Gervonta Davis, you got Keith Thurman, Shamika Jackson. That's why you listen before you type. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You can't try to answer the test questions before the teacher give you the test. You didn't answer all the questions to the test, and the teacher ain't even gave out the test yet. I'm not comparing Gervonta Tank Davis to Terence Crawford in the ring, but like I said, you got to wait, Queen. You got to wait. And I'm going to break it down for you, but we ain't even got there yet. But, so Danny Garcia, right? Danny Garcia, he got Gervonta Davis at 147. This is if he stays at 147, right? You got Gervonta Davis. You got Errol Spence Terence Crawford. You got, who else you got? You got all the hitters. Keith Thurman, right? The only really big fight at 147, if he stay at 147, because what you're going to be, a gatekeeper? Danny Garcia don't have a gatekeeper mentality, right? He been on the top. He used to being a big name. You can't, he just like Sean Porter. Sean Porter is like, fuck that. I'm retiring. I'm not finna be no gatekeeper. You feel me? I ain't finna be no gatekeeper. I'm gonna retire. Danny Garcia, he kind of in that same boat now. Do I stay at 147 and face somebody like Gervonta Davis and get the dog shit beat out of me, right? Or do I move up? But he does have a fight, and y'all hit the like button. He got a big fight. Who wouldn't want to see Danny Garcia versus Keith Thurman in a rematch? Why he ain't try to stay at 147 and fight Keith Thurman again? Because you moving up to 154. Yeah, Jose Benavidez looked like some trash his last fight, right? He did. I'm sorry, senior, and I'm sorry, David, but I'm just keeping it 100. Jose Benavidez looked like some shit his last fight. But, with that being said, Jose Benavidez can fight. Maybe he just, you know what I'm saying, he was coming off a 2-year layoff. So he was rusty. You know what I'm saying? He was hella rusty. But this could be a dangerous fight for Danny Garcia. Because Jose Benavidez can crack. He a lot bigger than Danny Garcia. You feel me? And now he's had more time in the gym to prepare himself instead of coming off a 2-3 year layoff. Shit, he might have been coming off a 3-year layoff the last time he fought, because I don't remember seeing Jose Benavidez fight from the last time, and the last time before that was Terence Crawford in 2018, 19, 20, 21. So I think he was coming off a 3-year layoff. Jose Benavidez can fight Jay Grant. He can fight. But can he still fight? But this is a good matchup at 154 for Danny, because you got two fighters that's been on the shelf, two fighters that's, you know what I'm saying, that's a lot of people think they washed up. But we're gonna be able to see. Danny Garcia, honestly, I like Danny Garcia, cool dude. I met him, hella cool, solid. Danny Garcia is solid. But honestly, with Danny Garcia, I just don't see it in him no more. I think Danny Garcia needs to do the Sean Porter. He needs to do a Danny Garcia podcast and retire, because it just ain't in him no more. And if he mess around and get beat by Jose Benavidez, after Jose Benavidez then had 2 fights in probably like the last 5 years, you need to go ahead and hang it up. Real talk. You need to hang that shit up. Catman785 says, yeah, Jose Benavidez was on a 3-year, 7-month layoff, pushing 4 years. Yeah. Hey, Skinny Too Litty said the Swift podcast. I like that. I actually like that one. I like that. The Swift podcast. Zenith says, I told people Fox still has dates coming, and they argue with me down about them not working with PBC no more, but it's not gossiping when people worried about PBC business, I guess. I mean, I guess. Are they fighting on Fox? Zenith, are they fighting on Fox? KPKC said Tank better put on that gas mask because he don't want no smoke. We're going to talk about all that. Blue said he think Jose Benavidez might beat Danny Garcia. Hey, Blue, I ain't going to argue with you. To me, right now, on pay, that's a 50-50 fight, because we really don't know how now one of these dudes going to look. I'm going to tell you like this. If you just go off of both of their last fights, you put Danny Garcia in the ring, right? I know it's different weight classes, but you put Danny Garcia in the ring, the version of Danny Garcia that fought Errol Spence against the version of Jose Benavidez that we saw fight whoever that dude was that he fought. I forgot his name. Danny Garcia wins that fight to me. But like I said, we don't know what version of Danny Garcia gonna come in the ring, and we don't know what version of Jose Benavidez gonna come in the ring. See, y'all don't know. Jose Benavidez was weighing like upwards 220, 230 pounds. He had lost all that weight before his last fight, you know. Of course, he did it over time, but Jose Benavidez was big for like fat for a minute. Fat. KQKC Boxing Network. Wow. Yes, sir. The singing OG. He says that Danny got something left in the tank. He might, but I don't know. It's just, to me, Danny, I watch a lot of Danny, on IG and social media, and Danny just don't have it no more to me. As far as he don't got it in there. He don't got it in his heart to do what it takes to get into tip top condition to be at his best. I just don't think Danny got it no more. And plus his confidence ain't there. Y'all gotta understand, when Danny Garcia was at his best, is because his confidence was at an all-time high. He still believed, even when he lost to Keith Thurman, he still believed that he didn't lose to Keith Thurman. You couldn't convince Danny Garcia that he lost that fight to Keith Thurman. So he still had his confidence, right? Then he go and lose to Sean Porter. Now his confidence started dropping a little bit, because although he didn't admit that he lost to Sean Porter, in the back of his mind, he like, damn, I got 2 L's on my record. That shit was messing with his confidence, right? And then he get his confidence back up to an all-time high, right? He think he got Errol Spence at a vulnerable time. You got Errol Spence coming off a car accident. Before that, Errol Spence was doing a lot of extra curriculum activities outside of the ring. So he like, man, you know what? I got him. I got EJ. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to shock the world. I'm going to show everybody who Danny Garcia is. And then EJ put that shit to a halt. EJ went in there and gave him the worst whooping he ever had. After that, Danny Garcia's confidence been all the way shot out. His confidence ain't there no more. Why you think it took him so long to come back to the sport? Errol Spence, he didn't came back, right? Danny Garcia is still sitting on the shelf. Still sitting on the shelf. Danny Garcia's last fight was in December of 2020. His confidence shot. He ain't sit out just because he needed to rest and his body was hurt. No, he sat out because he needed to get it in him again, to talk himself in to getting back in the ring, right? Telling himself he still got what it takes. That's just what it is. He ain't got the confidence. So when Blue Blood says that Jose Benavidez is going to beat Danny Garcia, I'm starting to, sway with Blue Blood opinion. When your confidence is shot out in boxing, you pretty much, like I said, you need to hang it up. Big Blue Blood says it's because Jose Benavidez struggles with movers because his legs already not being athletic. Yeah, because he got that bullet in his leg. Y'all seen what happened in the Terence Crawford fight. But as far as David Benavidez and Danny Garcia, I think it's a great fight for Danny Garcia. I mean, that Jose Benavidez got somewhat of a name. He been had a long layoffs like you, and he ain't on his A game, nor are you. So y'all can go in there and test, right? This needs to be, y'all know what this needs to be? Honestly, they need to do this shit like wrestling, like WWE back in the day. They need to do a retirement match. Whoever lose this fight needs to retire, right? They can't do like Ric Flair do, retire goddamn 25 times and come back and shit. No, this need to be a retirement match. Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez. The loser retires from boxing for life. That shit gonna make it intriguing. I guarantee you, I guarantee you, both of them train their ass off. For real, the loser gotta retire for life. I guarantee you, both of them gonna train their ass off. Right. Let's put that. Let's petition. Right, all the fans need to send in a petition, a retirement match. Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez. The loser got to leave boxing forever. Shit, let's get it popping. And y'all hit the like button. My man Skinny Too Litty says, Rick, woo, the nature boy. Man, y'all know Ric Flair retired from wrestling about 25 times. Like, goddamn, how many retirement matches Ric Flair gonna have? Bro, we ain't forgot. Oh, shit. He going a little hiatus and come back and shit. Bro, I thought you said you retired for the goddamn 25th time. Let me see what Knockout talking about. Let me see what Knockout. My man OTB says Danny is stationary and so is Jose punching robots. Hey, it's gonna make for an exciting fight. Ain't now one of them finna back down. Let's get that popping, a retirement match. Knockout Boxing 86 TV says, man, Jose Benavidez looked like trash in his last fight and was gifted a draw. Man, Jose Sr. ain't never gonna come on here and fuck with me now. These is all jokes, Jose Sr. If you're watching, these is all jokes. Hey, Jose Sr. ain't gonna answer my call no more. He ain't gonna fuck with me now. Hey, David ain't gonna fuck with me no more. I could just get that shit up. We just playing. We just playing. World Combat says Benavidez will punish DSG. We gotta see. That you can't count Danny out though. One thing about Danny is he got a strong chin and he can fight. You know what I'm saying? Now he gonna fight. He got a chin, he tough, and he gonna, you know what I'm saying, he gonna close his eyes and throw that left hook. If all else fails, he gonna close his eyes and swing for the fences. You feel me? But let's get that loser retire from boxing for good match. That shit actually, tell me that shit don't make it interesting. Who wouldn't tune in if it's a retirement match? The loser got to retire from boxing for good. That should make that fight exciting. But yeah, y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. Because I'm gonna drop some links in a minute when we get to talk about the Gervonta Tank Davis shit. I know a lot of y'all gonna get to crying and pouting and shit, but it is what it is. We gonna keep the same energy all around the board, whether it's your favorite fighter, you know what I'm saying, or whether you hate the fighter. And I'm gonna keep the same energy whether it's my favorite fighter or whether it's a fighter I don't like. I'm lying, because I ain't gonna keep the same energy if it's Triple G, or if it's Dillian White, or if it's big fat ass big baby Jarrell Miller. Them three, I can't keep the same, because I just can't. I don't got nothing good to say about now one of them. But everybody else, I always keep the same energy for, whether it's good or bad. KQKC says styles don't always make fights. Just saying. Yeah. I mean, shit. If you got that Tank Davis or Deontay Wilder power, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? If you got that Tank Davis, Deontay Wilder power, you can nullify that shit. But it just all depends who you in the ring with. You feel me? It all depends who you in the ring with, because it's levels. But yeah. So, man, Devin Haney and George Kambosos, right? I can't wait till Devin Haney get in there, and I'm praying and wishing that Devin Haney put a beating on George Kambosos, just beat his ass for 12 rounds. This dude is a clown, like for real. This dude, George Kambosos, he a compulsive liar. He's a clown. And then the dude talking about, oh man, Devin Haney's an informant. Man, ain't none of y'all in the streets. Like for real. Y'all are boxers. Stop acting like this dude, George Kambosos, acting like he's some kind of drug lord or some shit. Oh man, he's a confidential informant. He's an informant. Man, you don't even know what the definition is. Stop trying to act like you heavy in the streets. That's what, man. Come on, man. Cut out the act. Just like Devin Haney said, the dude is an actor. He's an actor. Dude acting like he in some goddamn mob or something. Like he just a heavy mob member. Bro, you been in the gym your whole life. You was a fat kid that played soccer. You couldn't cut it at soccer. You know what I'm saying? And you found your way to a boxing gym and you was able to, you know what I'm saying, shed all them pounds down, learn how to fight some, and then the kids stopped making fun of your fat ass, and you know, you became a pretty good fighter. You became a pretty good fighter. You know what I'm saying? You was a fat kid that got made fun of. You are not no drug lord. You are not no mob boss. Cut the bullshit. Cut it out. You feel me? Cut the shit out. Dude been watching too much of the Irishman or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Mob movies. Like, cut the shit out, bro. Like, who even comes up with shit like that? Oh, man, he's a snitch. He's an informant. Informant to who? What government did Devin Haney cooperate with? You know what I'm saying? Like, you clown ass dude. Of course, Devin Haney let everybody know. He let everybody know. Yeah, I wanted Kambosos to win because we talked, right, in private, and he let me know that once he wins, he ain't gonna do like Teofimo Lopez. Because see, the thing is, we all seen Teo Lopez duck Devin Haney. If Teo Lopez had the belts right now, we wouldn't be getting the Devin Haney fight with Teo. So of course, Devin Haney knew that he thought that George Kambosos was his only road to becoming undisputed, because George Kambosos promised him he would fight him. But did he keep his word? Not really. Not really. Because George Kambosos, he wants to run around and pretend like, I picked you. I chose you. I chose this fight. I could have fought anybody. No, you couldn't have. You couldn't have packed that stadium out. They wouldn't go fucking pay for you to fight no scrub. They told you, so stop lying to the people. They told you, in order for them to put on that fight, in order for ESPN to pick it up, right? In order for the fight, for the stadium to even let you fight in that stadium, that you was going to have a worthy opponent. So stop doing these press conferences and these interviews lying to the people, talking about you picked Devin Haney and you could have picked anybody else. No. See, what you did is you tried to call Devin Haney bluff. He accepted it, right? Then you came back and you tried to call his bluff again. He accepted it again. And he backed you in the corner, right? He backed your promoter in the corner to where y'all basically didn't even have a choice but to take Devin Haney on, but to accept the fight. Y'all didn't have no choice because all of the news was out there, right? You was trying to fight everybody but Devin Haney. And for that simple fact right there, him trying to fight everybody but Devin Haney, that simple fact right there lets me know that he not confident that he can beat Devin Haney. Because, see, he putting on the act because he portraying that, oh, man, he going to go through and walk through Devin Haney and he's this and he's that. If you really believe that, if he really believed that shit, they wouldn't have had no problems making this fight. He would have been a man of his word. Soon as Devin Haney beat Jojo Diaz, he would have been at the fight and he would have told Devin Haney, you know what? Let's start negotiating. I don't want to fight nobody else but you. I'm a man of my word. I told you that, you know what I'm saying, if you beat Joseph Diaz, me and you was going to fight. Let's make it happen. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Let's sit down and negotiate. But you wasn't even confident. And then, right, that even showed me you more so you not confident. Who negotiates? Well, if you come over to my country, right, fight me basically in my stadium, right, in my backyard, and you beat me, well, you know what? You got to come turn around and do it again. What? You didn't think you was going to win the fight. You have no confidence that you was going to win the fight at all. He's not confident. Just like Devin Haney is saying, he's an actor. He's an actor. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of y'all fooled. He don't have me fooled. But with all that being said, right? Acting as George Kambosos, he do have some, attributes to his game, right? He do got some pretty good attributes to his game. He got one thing that I like that he does do is that when you throw, he throwing right with you. He coming right back, right, with a combination of his own. So with that being said, the only thing, it leaves him open. It leaves him open, right? So he gonna get hit. He gonna get hit. Devin Haney's hands is faster. I know a lot of people saying that, oh man, George Kambosos, he got hand speed like that. No, he don't. Devin Haney hands is faster. George Kambosos, he can move. You know what I'm saying? He's not a stationary target. But he don't get his head off the line all the time. So he's pretty easy to be hit. You know what I'm saying? He take a lot of chances, right? Trying to counter you because, like I said, he always throwing when you throwing. So Devin Haney gonna have a lot of opportunities to catch his ass. If Devin Haney sit down on his shots, Devin Haney gonna have a lot of opportunities to catch George Kambosos. It hurt him. Now, I do think the fight is going to go the distance. I think that Devin Haney is going to put on an all-out boxing display because he know what he got to do. He got to win basically every second of every round. If Devin Haney goes out there and wins every second of every round, like I told y'all the other day, you have to put Devin Haney at the top of your list in the lightweight division. He at the top. Until somebody beat him and show different, he's the best lightweight in the world. Now, I do think that it's still some tough fights out there for Devin Haney. I think that, Vasyl Lomachenko, it'll be a tough fight because with Vasyl Lomachenko, the thing with him is he have problems with punchers. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to, you got to be able to crack. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney don't have that much of power like that, but it's a 50-50 fight to me because they both, they both got very good feet. They both do, real good boxers. So that's a hell of a fight. That's a fight I would love to see, but we don't know if Vasyl Lomachenko, we don't even know, and I'm talking about Vasyl Lomachenko at his best is a great fight. But we don't know once Vasyl Lomachenko come back from this, war over there in the Ukraine, we don't know how he gonna look, honestly. And he older, you know what I'm saying? Vasyl Lomachenko getting older. So that's a fight that you could also favor Dev because I don't see Vasyl Lomachenko able to stop Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna get in there and stop Devin Haney. So that's a hell of a fight. But yeah, so to me, lightweight. You got you got Devin Haney. If he beat George Kambosos, Devin Haney at the top. You know what I'm saying? No question. To me, you got to put Vasyl Lomachenko next. Who else? Yeah, you got to put Vasyl Lomachenko next. You put Tank Davis after that. And the reason I got Vasyl Lomachenko above Tank Davis is because of the resume, straight up and down. You can't, but you put Tank Davis next. Now, would I pick Vasyl Lomachenko? Would I pick Vasyl to beat Gervonta Tank Davis? Not necessarily, but he might. That's a 50-50 fight. I think that the 135-pound weight division, like those fights are pick'em fights. It's a lot of pick'em fights at 135. You got Frank Martin. He up and coming. We don't even know how good Frank Martin is. You feel me? We don't even know how good Frank Martin is. He up and coming. He might be a 50-50 fight with any of them guys. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he looked good. He looked real good, but he still needs to step up his competition. Ryan Garcia, you know, he ain't up there to me because he got a lot of flaws that will get exposed. Ryan Garcia get in there with Gervonta Tank Davis. He getting his ass now. Oh, Keyshawn Davis. I forgot about Keyshawn Davis. And hey, that's why I said 135 that's a crazy division. Look, check this out. Keyshawn Davis might be the best at 135. He another one that we just don't know because he's still coming up in the game. He's still young. But Keyshawn Davis, once he get, you know, 2 more fights to show that he could go a full 10, 12 rounds, he might be able to beat any of them. I don't know. But that's why the 135-pound weight division is a motherfucker. That's a hell of a division because all of them fights are pick'em fights. People gonna talk shit and, oh man, ain't nobody can beat Tank or nobody can beat Devin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? People gonna go with who they want to go with, but at the end of the day, all them fights is pick'em fights. So and we already got people in here. Tank destroys Loma. Bruh, you don't know what Tank will do to Lomachenko. You ain't seen the fight. Just like I haven't seen the fight. That's your opinion. That is your opinion. That don't mean that it happens. Tank Show didn't want to fight Vasyl Lomachenko when they was calling for it a few years ago. That's a fact. That ain't nobody's opinion. That's a fact. But like I said, Tank don't own shit. Since we want to get on this Tank, we're going to go ahead and transition to this Tank Davis, Terence Crawford shit. Tank don't own shit at 135. Tank ain't did nothing that just because Tank can sell out tickets. Yeah, cool. Cool. What does that do for you? Because Tank Davis can go and sell out an arena and make a lot of money, right? What does that do for you? Nothing. We're so worried about how many tickets a fighter is selling and how much money they getting. We forget to worry about what are they doing in the ring? Who have they fought in the ring? I'm just asking. We so enamored with, oh man, Tank Davis is a huge superstar. He sold out. Man, he packed arenas more. He put more asses in the seats than any of these other guys do. Okay, cool. Now let's talk about the fights. Let's talk about who he fighting. Let's talk about if he fighting any of these other top guys at 135. Now talk to me. Haney, Black Preacher Man Sports Fan says Haney got enough pop in his punch to close both Bozo's eyes and get a TKO. He said, I said it, mark my words. Mark my word. I think it's gonna go the distance, but you know, hey, anything can happen. You feel me? Devin might go in there with a whole nother different chip on his shoulder. He might go in there basically knowing that he got to get that man up out of there and stop him to get a win, right? We don't know what's going to happen over there in Australia, right? And Devin don't know what's going to happen over there in Australia. He just know that he's a better fighter, right? And that he going to go and display that shit. Is my camera blurry? It looked good on my end. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. And y'all hit my like button. Is y'all smash on the like button. B&B said any word on Devin dad being able to go to Australia. Nah, he not gonna No, he not gonna be able to go to Australia. He not gonna be able to go. Okay. So now I'm gonna drop these links and we gonna start talking about this. I'm gonna talk about this Tank Davis, Terence Crawford shit, right? I'm gonna talk about this Tank Davis, Terence Crawford shit. Hold on. And dick riders like Kate Cherry, you know what I'm saying, talking about, oh man, he's bringing Madonna to the fight. What does that have to do with who he fighting in the ring? I don't give a damn if Michael Jackson rolls out of the grave and went to the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. That don't have nothing to do with who he fighting in the ring and who he ain't fighting. Bruh, you know what I'm saying? Grown-ass man acting like fucking kids and shit. Man, he brought Madonna to the fight. Who else is bringing Madonna out? Bro, what does that got to do with anything in the ring? You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, Tank Davis could be the best fighter at 135. He could be. He could be better than all them guys at 135. I already told y'all I slightly favor him over Devin Haney. But at the end of the day, is he fighting any of them? No. So I'm finna drop. Hold on. I'm finna drop some links. I'm finna drop some links. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm about to educate you right now, Jesse. And y'all smash on the like button. Y'all smash the like button. The links is in the chat. Okay, there go the links in the chat. Joe Jack says, so why are we bringing up how much money? I don't care. This ain't, I don't know what I'm not bringing up. Now, you ain't never heard me talk about how much money Canelo make because I could give a damn. They ain't got nothing to do with what I'm finna cook on right now. Niggas go above and beyond to, you know what I'm saying? Niggas go above and beyond to coddle Tank and protect Tank and take up for Tank, right? Y'all do that, right? It's okay for Gervonta Tank Davis, right, to not fight none of the top dogs from 130 to 135. But we was blaming it on Leonard and Floyd for years. It's because of Leonard and Floyd. It was okay for Tank, right? It was Leonard and Floyd. I even gave Tank a pass. It was Leonard, it was Floyd. We know that Leonard and Floyd is fucking up Gervonta Tank Davis's career. Now he have a chance to become a free agent. And what the nigga do? He lied to you first, right? He lied to you and he tells you, oh, yeah, definitely. I'm leaving TMT. I'm definitely leaving TMT. So y'all okay with that, right? But when it's Terence Bud Crawford, when he lies to you and he contradicts himself, y'all not okay with that. Why is it different standards for Bud, but it's okay for Tank to do it, right? When Bud lied, Why is it not okay, but it's okay for Gervonta Tank Davis to do it? And then y'all, oh, Tank can do whatever he wants. Tank can do whatever. Do you know how many tickets Tank sold? Tank had Madonna come to the fight. Who else does that? That's why a lot of y'all niggas are not boxing fans. Instead of y'all wanting to see Tank in there with the best of the best, y'all are enamored with Madonna showing up to the fight. Why is Tank able to do whatever he wants, right? But when Bud Crawford said, you know what? All the smokers at PBC in the welterweight division, you know what? I'll sign back with Top Rank. With nobody okay. Y'all wasn't okay with Terence Crawford doing that shit when he ran the opposite direction of all the smoke. Ronnie, turn your camera on. Turn your camera on in the background so I can see who you is. Y'all was okay, right? When yeah, exactly. If you ain't gonna turn your camera on, you might as well just click out. Y'all was okay when Gervonta Tank Davis, now y'all okay with him re-signing with Mayweather, right? Knowing that ain't none of those top fights gonna happen. Leonard Ellerbe just did an interview, told y'all that none of them top fights was gonna happen no time soon. Talking about, oh man, they'll eventually happen in the future down the line. No, they ain't. No, they not. Gervonta Tank Davis, all the smoke was over here, right? All the smoke over here, and he run to the opposite side and resign. But I'm just wondering why when Terence Crawford did it, it was a big deal. It wasn't okay. But now that Gervonta Tank Davis does it, well, Tank can do what he wants. Tank he just put 17,000 asses in the seats. That's your excuse? So y'all don't want to see Tank fight the best of the best. Y'all just concerned about how many asses Tank put in the seats and who shows up to his fights. I'm a boxing fan. I'm concerned about, I want to see him in the ring and fighting the best of the best. That's what we differ. That's what we different at. That's what we did. But see, Ricky Wright, you called Bud a sucker for doing that, but you okay with Gervonta Tank Davis for doing it? What's the difference? Tell me what's the difference. Tell me what the difference is. And don't come on here with no bullshit talking about some, oh, well, the difference is Bud Crawford don't sell. Nah, that ain't going to get it today. Nah, that's not going to get it today. That's not going to get it today. Gervonta Tank Davis is no longer a kid, but y'all still cuddle him like he's a kid. Everything that oh man, if Gervonta, niggas want to take up for Gervonta Tank Davis every move. Every move. But when somebody else did the same thing that Gervonta Tank Davis is doing, it's, oh man, he's a bitch. He ducking the smoke. He this and he that. He's scared. He man, fuck him. Well, why don't y'all have the same energy for Gervonta Tank Davis? Because see, the difference is I had that energy for Crawford. Yeah, I had that energy for Crawford. I said Crawford, he ran over there and he re-signed with Top Rank. He don't want to fight them dudes over at PBC, because if he really did, he would have signed with PBC, or he would have did a deal to where he could have moved around. You know what I'm saying? It took 2 fights here and 2 fights there, but he didn't. Now, with Gervonta Tank Davis, he told y'all straight up and down, hey, it's still TMT. It's still Mayweather Promotions, right? Leonard Ellerbe came and he says, oh, absolutely, Gervonta Tank Davis is staying with Mayweather Promotions. All I want to know is, why do you shit on Bud for doing it, but it's okay for Tank to do it? Pac-Man says he's fighting Ryan next, supposed to get past Fortuna. suppose he gets past Fortuna. Unfortunately, the promoters are playing by the book. So in that case, Bud can't play by the books. And shout out to Pac-Man. But that's not that's I'm not really trying to hear that, because he had to right. They want to fight right because they talking about in-house fights and okay, well Ryan Garcia is with Golden Boy. We all know why you want to fight Ryan Garcia. We know because Ryan Garcia is a fighter that has a big name that you look at as food. It's somebody with a big name that you look at as food. Now, there's other cats that got names, but you don't look at them as food. So you're not about to break your neck to try to make a fight with them on other promotional networks. You feel me? So I'm not trying to hear that Ryan Garcia shit because, bro, that's like, now it's okay for him to fight Ryan Garcia, but everybody was just saying that Ryan Garcia is some trash. Make it make sense to me. It's okay to fight Ryan Garcia, but everybody was just talking about all the flaws that Ryan Garcia has and how he's food and how he's trash for everybody. So I'm saying that if me as a man, if I'm going to get up here and talk shit about Terence Crawford, and when Terence Crawford was running away from the smoke, you know what I'm saying? I never really felt that Terence Crawford was scared of any of them dudes. But, bro, you know where everybody at, and you go to the opposite side. So if I'm going to talk shit about him doing that, how would I be real coming back and saying, oh, it's okay for Tank to do it? Oh, well, Tank doesn't have to. Tank don't have. I've heard people literally tell me Tank can do what he wants to do. Tank don't have to do anything. He does what he wants. Because he gets knocked. But that shit, Terence Crawford, he knocked everybody out. Does that give him leeway to be able to do what he wants? No. So I'm just saying that as fans, right, we got to keep the same energy. Now, if you ain't shitting on Bud, and then you like, well, you know what I'm saying, Tank doing good business, well, keep the same energy for both of them. But you can't shit on one of them and then move the goalpost and react totally different to the other one when they essentially doing the same shit. And that's my thing, you know, and I see a lot of that shit going on. And people want to move the goalpost because they like this fighter, but they don't like that fighter. So they're going to do everything they can to shit on this fighter and do everything they can to make excuses for this fighter and up this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't feeling all that. But Tay, what's happening with it?
What's up, family? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm good, man. I can't call it, man.
Man, it's definitely a pleasure to be on your platform, brother. I just I definitely get where you're coming from. It's just that, me personally, I understand the business part of it. So when you say got to keep the same energy, most definitely, and I'm there with you because I definitely see where you're coming from. It's just the boxing standpoint from the promoters. Uh, uh, I feel like as fans, I don't think we necessarily moving the goalposts, but it's more so on the promoters. So check this out. You see, who's Fortuna with?
Samson.
Samson and Showtime and PBC, right?
Right.
So of course Ryan with Golden Boy. Well, this what's gonna happen. Because he's getting the opportunity, now they get to see what the books of Ryan Garcia numbers look like. So if the numbers equal up, so say for instance, if Ryan Garcia asking for a certain number to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, he may not get that number because why? He's been exposed that PBC is playing business. It's a chess move. You see what I'm saying? They're not playing checkers. Okay, we'll give you Fortuna. Now we get to see what your numbers really look like. So if you come to asking these high numbers, now we can slide in and say, well, hey, shit, you ain't do this right here, but Tank has done this. They playing with the books. That's what's going on, bro. So when you say why we ain't keeping the same intensity, same energy, because what I see that the promoters are playing with the books. And when that happens, Gervonta Tank numbers are definitely significant higher. In fact, Ryan Garcia last couple fights, his last fight with Tago was actually been higher than Bud's. And I just found that out, bro. That's why I was like, okay, let me just see what bro talking about, because I really just came in like 10 minutes ago. So I said, let me just see what he's talking about. But I see exactly what you're saying. But bro, I trust me, I get it. And it should be the same energy. But when it's like when you see what's going, when you see the play, it's the business side, bro. They playing with the books. That's what's fucking up the fans. And it's fucking us up. And that's why they laughing at us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, see now you going into the business side in the books. You know that they don't know nothing about that, right? See, so you saying you looking at it from a standpoint, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, because but they don't know, they're not even thinking like that, right? So
Right.
what they're thinking is Tank Davis is Tank, can't nobody beat him at 135, so he don't gotta fight. No, he can do what he wants. No,
Yeah.
but I'm looking at it at this standpoint, right? As a man, right?
Right.
And a fan, we all been taking up for Tank. Nah, it's Leonard Ellaby, it's the business. They won't let him fight such and such. Leonard Ellaby won't let him fight. Floyd Mayweather don't want they protecting Tank, right? It ain't Tank fault. Tank want to fight everybody, right?
Right.
And you come out and you say, you know what? It's time to take the training wheels off, right? It's time for me to take the training wheels off, and you get asked a direct question. Mm-hmm. So does this mean that you will no longer be fighting under the TMT banner again, right? And you say, yes, that's what that means, right?
Right.
But then you turn around and you resign back with them, and you sign and you laugh at everybody and say it's still Mayweather Promotions, ha ha ha. So what is that? That's a man that just lied to everybody, right? And then on top of that, you know that none of the big fights are on that side of the street, right? So that's why I'm comparing it to Bud, because Bud knew that none of the big fights that he was going to get was on that side of the street. He knew that it would be very difficult to make any of those big fights because of history, just like Gervonta Tank Davis does. So you choose to sign back with Mayweather when you just told everybody it was time to take the training wheels off, and when you told everybody why you was leaving Mayweather Promotions.
All right, so look, I'm gonna play devil advocate, right? So Bud, so Bud, right? When you think about when he fought Kell Brook, you think about he fought Porter. It was actually a business move by PBC, because it gave, again, like I said, I understand what you're saying, but it gave PBC a right to look at the books when he fought Porter. So now, as you hear people saying, well, Bud just need to sign the contract. Now they're able to sit down and play the numbers game. Like, you asking for this much, but this what you bringing to the table. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying with the same thing that's why I'm saying the same thing for Tank. And I gotta say that Bob knew that as well. Bob know how this shit go. You see what I'm saying? Bob probably knew, like, damn, they got rights to our books, so they know certain shit. So it's not like I can, get the man what he really need to get. You see what I'm saying? So it's really the same. It's really the same thing almost. You see what I'm saying? So on the opposite side for Bob knew, like, shit, I can't do it, because the number that we gonna really want, we ain't gonna be able to get. So I gotta keep feeding him though, but I can't get him who he need to fight.
Right. And I understand exactly what you're saying about the promotions, right? The promotional teams and the business side, right? But we talking about Gervonta Tank Davis, right? As a fighter, as an individual, when you have a chance to say, okay, you know what? I'm big enough now. Let me see if I can move like Canelo. Let me see, like for real. I'm selling these, you know what I'm saying? But you have a chance to do that. And he took the chance to all that stuff that you're saying right now, right? That's because of the business side. You know how the promotional companies work. So essentially, when you sign back with Mayweather Promotions, you probably gonna get a Ryan Garcia fight. But these other guys that ain't on that side, are you gonna fight them? Probably not. And then you said you're not gonna fight them. And then you already said before that you never went to Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellaby or Floyd, and asked for any of those big fights behind the scenes, right?
Right.
So that's my whole point. So everybody's like, oh man, I see because I'm reading the chat too. Oh man, he doesn't know. No, I know what I'm talking about because I understand what you're talking about. You're absolutely right because I've talked about those aspects of the game, right? But those are the roadblocks when you re-sign back with Mayweather Promotions. Why we not going to get none of those fights?
Hey, like I said before, bro, and the only reason why I can think of why we are not getting those fights is because of the business part of it, bro. I can't sit here and say Tank don't want to fight him or Tank don't want or Bud don't want to fight Spence. I know it won't happen, but I just look at it from the business side. Why a lot of this shit not happening? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely feel you. Like you got to keep the same. Ain't no doubt on my mind. You got to keep the same energy. But I just think that's the part that they don't really get into or need or feel the need to tell us. You see what I'm saying? That's why we stay fucking mad all the time.
Yeah, and I understand like their whole thing with Gervonta Tank Davis is if I could fight, I'm gonna just throw Rolly name out there. If I could fight Rolly, you know what I'm saying? We could pay him $800,000. I'm just throwing a number. We could pay him $800,000. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge payday for him because he ain't got no more than 200,000 before, right? We could put on this big ass mega event. You know what I'm saying? We could pay Tank big money to keep him over here, and then you know what I'm saying. The rest of the money, shit, we profiting off of that. Tank is a profit. He's you know what I'm saying. He's a profit to all of them, right? And so that's why they rather do that. And I see how they moving. You ain't gonna do it, but see if you go and you get, let's just say a Teofimo Lopez. I'm just throwing the name out there, right? Now it's like, okay, well, you're gonna have to pay him a lot more.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the risk that you're taking is a lot higher to lose that O. Not saying
I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there. So when you say Teofimo Lopez, I know it's just an example. So
just throwing the name out there.
Right. So just say if it was Teofimo Lopez. Well, that's gonna be a problem because he's not doing the numbers. When they look in the book and look at Teofimo, they're gonna laugh,
right?
And that's gonna make Teofimo not want to fight Tank because the numbers ain't right.
But and another thing is it's a high.
High risk, low reward.
It's a high risk, low reward, but it's a much closer to 50-50 than knowing you're gonna go in there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they like, okay, well, we put him in there with an Isaac Pitbull Cruz or Rolly. We sitting back with our legs crossed, like shit. We ain't worried about shit.
Yeah.
All we worried about is for the fight to end to fucking cash his paycheck. Because we know that he ain't gonna take no L. And you know, everything is on the up and up, right? But you fight one of them top dogs where it's closer to 50-50. Now it's like, okay, damn, we sweating. Now we had to pay more, and we hoping he don't fucking lose.
Right.
It's the only fighter we really right now. They got some, you know what I'm saying, like Richard Hitchinson and some fighters coming up, but this the only fighter we really got. Who else they making bread on? So I understand the business aspect of it, but like I said, at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with Tank. Well,
we want to sell the big names.
Yeah, it's showing that, okay, what it has to do with Tank. Do you want to fight the best of the best, or do you want to go the business route the rest of your career? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, I'm not fighting none of them guys, but I'm still making the most money.
How many
point, where does your competitive nature come in? What is you know what I'm saying? At some point, because when you get to that status as a fighter, when you get to a Tank Davis, Errol Spence, a Deontay Wilder, when you get to their status, you can pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna want to fight you because they're gonna get a payday out of it, right? Yeah. But where does your competitive nature come in? Like Deontay Wilder, say for instance, right? Errol Spence, Deontay, he had to go back and fight Luis Ortiz.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me? That was his competitive nature wanting to go back and fight Luis Ortiz. He didn't have to do that. You feel me? Like Errol Spence coming off a car accident and getting in there versus Danny Garcia, or telling everybody, yeah, I just had a detached retina, but shit, I don't take no tune-ups. He didn't have to do that, but that was
Right.
his competitive nature, wanted to show everybody I'm the best.
Right.
So
Right.
my thing is, yeah, where does your competitive nature come in? And
I
if he
see
had
what you're
been
saying.
like, you know what, I done made a lot of money. I still know I'm gonna make a lot of money. It might, you know what I'm saying? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna stick to what I said I was gonna do on Brian Custer's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I might work with them down the line, but I'm chunking the deuce, and I want to try to get some of these big names or some of these big fights. I want to show that I'm the best in whatever weight division I'm in, because
You know what though? I actually think
right now it ain't it.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I actually think this go round, since the contract is renewing or whatever like that, whatever the case they want to do, be saying. But I actually feel like this go round, we'll actually see more. I actually think that was a plan all along to conquer pay per view, and then once they conquer pay per view, I mean, because he like fought three champions along the way. So it's like shit. Well, we conquered that part. Now I can actually start solidifying the things that people want me to see do. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. I'm not sure, but that's just what I think.
No, I mean I feel you, but
Gotta see it though.
I've heard Leonard Ellerbe, like I said, I've heard him talk, right,
Mm-hmm.
and from what I'm hearing him talk about, it's not gonna happen no time soon. Like he telling you, like these them names that the fans want to hear. He's like, yeah, they'll eventually have. This is his words. Y'all got to understand the business of boxing. He said they'll eventually happen down the line, somewhere in you know what I'm saying, down the line in the future. But right now, no. So
That's what I'm saying. Like the
yeah,
business part of it. Like I
so
get it though. You see what I'm saying?
he's telling you right off the rip, you're not finna see Gervonta Tank Davis fighting none of those, top guys at 135 or 140.
But
No,
I truthfully do. I truthfully do think Ryan next though.
yeah, Ryan. But to me, we can't say that Ryan. I'm not saying you personally, because I don't know what your take is on Ryan Garcia.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
could,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you could think highly of Ryan Garcia,
Right,
but I'm
right.
saying that the same people that are saying the same thing you saying, like, oh man, he about to fight Ryan next. What's the problem, right? Those are the same people that was just shitting on Ryan Garcia, saying that he's trash, and you know what I'm saying, like all of the dudes will knock out Ryan Garcia, and he ain't shit, and you know what I'm saying, he basically a low level tier fighter at 135. But when Gervonta Tank Davis fight him, oh man, he fighting Ryan Garcia. Look who he's fighting. That's what I'm saying. Fans
Yeah,
be
yeah,
they
yeah.
they don't keep the same energy. They move the goalposts. It
And
was
and that was a
yesterday
good
Ryan Garcia was
that
trash.
was a that was a great analogy because I was definitely one of the ones, like I say, I actually feel like Ryan Garcia, he's fighting Javier Fortuna, which is a much bigger task than Tago. But after watching him fight Tago, I was one of the ones like, I don't know. You feel me? But now you're saying like, well, shit. People who saying he need to that Ryan trash, now Tank fighting him, now it's all good.
Right.
And then but he need to fight somebody. I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get what
Right.
you're saying.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think Ryan is trash, but I think that Ryan's flaws is tailor made for Gervonta Tank Davis.
He
Like
can
that's
groom.
not
He
a
can groom.
difficult
He can
fight.
definitely groom a little bit more. Definitely.
Yeah, like that to me, it ain't a difficult fight for Gervonta. That's not like I want to see him in. I'm a boxing fan, just like you is, Tay. A lot of fans, whether they want to say it or not, they really not boxing fans because you see how they move. If it's a fighter they like, you know what I'm saying, they could do no wrong. It don't matter who they fight, right? If it's a fighter that they don't like, then oh man, why he ain't fighting? Why he ain't fighting? It's just like Ryan Garcia. We expect Ryan. They expect Ryan Garcia ain't fighting such and such and such and such and such and such.
Right.
But then when it comes to Tank fighting him, it's a whole different story. That's what I'm saying. Like people don't be keeping the same energy. They move the goalposts
Hey,
according to whether it's a fighter they like or they dislike. I know you see that. You be seeing it, Tank.
yeah, I do. That just like everybody got on my case for like Leo Santa Cruz, but like I say, I told Leo to his face, man, we need to see you fight Gary. But that's during the time he was going to fight
Right.
Tank. But I told him, but I still feel some type of way about that as well. But I'm gonna keep going with my guy. But shit, I do realize that, yeah, bro, you should have fought Gary, bro. You bullshit. You fucked up right there. You know what I'm saying? But
It's
I
just like
definitely get what you're saying.
it's just like right. I believe that Tank Davis actually do want to fight Devin Haney, right? I could tell when the motherfucker bluffing and when the motherfucker for real, right? I
Right.
believe that Devin Haney get under his skin and he want to fight Devin Haney, right?
Yeah.
But how can you really tell me that you want to fight Devin Haney, even though I believe it, but you saying one thing, but then your actions is moving a different way because now you resigning to TMT, you're not fighting Devin Haney. We didn't heard Leonard Ellerbe make a million excuses about Devin Haney ain't this and he ain't that and Devin Haney don't sell and y'all gotta understand how much Devin Haney is gonna ask for and this
But you
and
know
that.
what though, bro? Now that he's
Which
now
is
that not, now that he's not with the zone, I can actually see that fight developing. Not right now, but within once he get the straps, and if if the numbers don't look right with Ryan, I can possibly see Tank and Devin too. Like that. That's just thinking business wise
well, see,
because
this is
he's
the
not with
thing.
his zone.
This is the thing. Devin Haney say undisputed, right? Devin Haney undisputed, right?
Right.
You come to the table with Leonard, or they ain't even gonna get to the table because Leonard gonna be like, okay, Gervonta Tank Davis is the A side right off the rip, and he already basically said that he's not gonna pay Devin Haney what Devin Haney been getting paid. He said, y'all gotta understand that what Devin Haney makes and basically what he's saying is when we look in the books is that like he ain't worth what he make.
Right, but
That's what Leonard Ellerbe saying. So that
now
fight ain't gonna
now you got to look at this fight.
Huh?
I said, but now they would have to look at this fight because he's with Top Rank, so they would have to look at this book now. You see what I'm saying?
But yeah, I feel you. But my whole thing is, man, it's like
they need to fight.
We been at this same thing with Tank. Like I've been going with this shit with Tank Davis for like I said, he jumped off the porch in 2017. You feel me? So from 2017 to 2022, you know what I'm saying? We halfway in the year 2022. I know he just fought, but from that time to this time, you should have been in fault one of the top names at 130 or 135. And I'm not talking about no Leo Santa Cruz. Because we all know, I'm not talking about you should have been fought one of the top names. Right. Like it ain't no excuse. You know what I'm saying? We 6 years in and you still ain't fought none of them dudes. Right. Like that's my problem. So then, right, we going forward, we saying, well, now we think that, the fights is gonna start to happen. I don't see Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather, really Leonard, because he really run everything. I don't see him moving no different than he always been moving.
Right.
He told us, like, I don't understand why people don't hear what he did an interview and told us. Doesn't matter who Tank Davis fights. We don't care what y'all talking about, who y'all talking about y'all want to see Tank fight with, right? Tank is going to sell out with whoever he fights. He said, didn't nobody know who Mario Barrios was in Atlanta? Nobody did. But they bought the tickets because it was Tank Davis. So it don't matter who Tank fight. So what y'all talking about, like that shit don't mean nothing. He told us that. So that tells you his business model. And does he have a point? Yeah, he do. You know what I'm saying? He do. Because Tank is at that level, he ain't no, but remember back growing up, Mike Tyson, we ain't care who the fuck Mike Tyson got in the ring with. We just wanted to see Mike Tyson
knock somebody
out.
Right.
And that's the same thing with Gervonta Tank Davis fanatic fans. They don't care who he fight. So you got to argue with him about, well, he don't have to do this and he don't have to do that.
Right.
Well, are you a boxing fan? I thought we was diehard boxing fans. You not. You a fan of certain fighters, just like me telling you, well, I don't care. Errol Spence, he don't have to fight Bud. I don't care. I don't care what he does. He can do what he wants. Why? Right. Just because I like him? You know what I'm saying? They demanded Wilder fight all the. They demanded him to fight the top guys. They was on his helmet.
Right.
They wasn't telling you, oh, Wilder don't have to fight nobody. They wasn't telling you that. So I ain't. So my whole thing is like, well, heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? If you telling me that this man is the best, can't nobody beat him. He knocks everybody out from 130 to 140. Okay, cool. Put him in a ring with one of them hitters and show me that.
Absolutely.
Other than that, you just talking.
Absolutely. I definitely understand you, brother. I definitely understand you.
See, that's just my whole thing, Tay. Is like we can't move the goalposts according to who it is. And I understand the business aspect. If I'm Leonard Ellaby and Gervonta Tank Davis is the only fighter that really I got bringing in that big bag, I'm probably gonna move just like Leonard Ellaby doing, right? Right. But as a fan, why am I concerned about? As a fan, that's not my concern. My concern is I want to see him fight the best.
Right.
Instead of them saying, "Oh man, you a Tank hater and Tank don't need to do this and Tank don't need to do that."
Right.
Y'all should be wanting to see Tank fight all of these guys just like I do. If you call yourself a boxing fan, that's it. That's what I be. That's what I be preaching. That's my whole thing.
I get you, brother. I'm with you. I feel you. I feel exactly what you're saying, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I just want to thank you for allowing me to voice my opinion, bro.
Yeah, man. And let everybody know, man. Tay, let everybody know what you got going on.
Man, I got my channel over on Pac-Man ATL_Tay. Looking to get ready for these fights this weekend, man.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Cool Boy Steph. I know you high on Cool Boy Steph. Man, I ain't
gonna he my top. He in my top 5 pound for pound. But a lot of people don't. Man, listen. The accolades. He beat 9 undefeated fighters. On his way to come undisputed, he beat 4 undefeated fighters. Before that, his last 2 fights was undefeated fighters. He's done what nobody in the pound for pound list, so-called, has done. So he should be top pound for pound, and which is why this weekend is going to prove even more. Another reason why, because Danny Roman held those belts. Danny Roman held the 2 belts before he lost to MJ. He was the former unified champion, so he's gonna knock him off. Guess what? Now he done beat 9 undefeated fighters, 4 consecutive straight undefeated fighters, 2 on the way to becoming unified, and then he's gonna beat a former unified champion. Who in the top pound per pound has said that?
You absolutely right. I agree with you on Fulton, man. I agree with you because I wasn't that high on Fulton for a minute.
Yeah.
But he made me, right? Just like this Tank Davis shit. Like, I'm high on Tank, but I don't think he the best, right?
Right.
But Fulton, he made me, right? Mm-hmm. He said, shut the fuck up, and I'm going to show you that I'm the best. And that's all I ask as a boxing fan, right? And I remember you was always talking about Cool Boy. And I'm like, man, he's straight, but he ain't. Dude is nice.
I've seen this man beat, I think he got more like 20 fights. I seen him at least beat 15 of them a different way.
Man. What made me, and then how he, did with Brandon Figueroa, I was like, yeah, this dude is the problem. You know what I'm saying? He can fight on the inside, mid-range, outside. You know what I'm saying? If you want to bang, he don't got the most power in the world, but if you want to bang, he can bang right with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like he got all elements to his game, and I think that he's gonna put on a hell of a display against Daniel Ramon come up this weekend, man.
Because he Muslim, so he went through Ramadan, so he was really training during Ramadan. So I actually watched him grind during those times. And if you look at his resume, every time he's come out of Ramadan, he's always had a knockout. So I'm predicting a knockout this fight.
Oh shit. Okay. What you got? Nonito Donaire and Nonito Donaire and Nui, the rematch. Man,
when they fight this. Hold on, they fight this weekend.
On Tuesday, I think it's over there in Japan.
Next Tuesday coming up. Yeah. I got so many damn fights, bro.
That's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. Nonito Donaire, man, he sounded real confident, man, real confident. And
he does.
What you got?
I don't, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like I'm rooting for Donaire. I'm definitely rooting for Donaire. I know he got the age on his side and things of that nature. He could actually, I actually thought, he probably could have gotten Inoue out of there early in that fight. Me personally, if he had his own gloves, But I know shit
Yeah,
feel different, shit different. You know what I mean? Whatever. But we also see Inoue, he broke the man, Donell broke the man's face, but you see Inoue get him out of there, you know what I'm saying, for us in them later rounds. You feel me? Put him down. So it's like, I don't know, bro. It's gonna be a close fight. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna come down who can adapt the most, and I feel that Donaire has pretty much said that it's a lot that he can. Who came out of that fight? Who came out of that fight with the most adaptations they can make? And I feel like that's Donaire. If he can make those adaptations, he wins the fight.
yeah,
But if he
man.
doesn't, Inoue wins.
I'm definitely rooting for Donaire, man.
Me
Uh,
too. I
definitely
want him.
rooting
I
for Donaire.
want. I'm definitely rooting for him. But I want if he can make those adaptations, he wins the fight. But if he can't, he loses the fight.
It's definitely gonna be a fight that's gonna have the fans on the edge of their seat the whole fight.
I'll
You
tell you
know,
what, it was the same thing I gave for the Charlo and what's my man's name? Castano fight. I asked myself who left that fight with the most that they can improve and make the most adaptations. I felt like Charlo was. A lot of people felt like Charlo lost. I said, well, shit. If that's the case, what can he go back on and fix? Because obviously that must have been because Castano best chance to beat him if because I do feel like Castano won the fight. But then when I go back, when you go back and look at it, who can make the most adaptations? I felt that Charlos could, and you seen what he made the correct adaptations, and that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the same way with the Inoue and Donaire fight too.
yeah, yeah, man. I agree. I agree with that. I can't wait. Like you said, it's so much. It's so many fights going on. Uh, man, it's so many fights going on. It's
So
like,
many fights.
yeah, man. I can't wait though, man. I'm gonna be tuned in right there. I mean, my kids gonna be mad this weekend because shit, my eyes gonna be watching. You know what I'm saying? I told
Now
them
you
to do something on Sunday.
what you got for the what you got um for Haney and Kambosos fight?
Um, man, I got Haney. I definitely got Haney.
Me too.
But like I said, I think that Haney is gonna have to make every round lopsided. Think he
Yeah,
gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Because if he go in there and he winning rounds, but we like, man, yeah, Haney won that round, but that was man, that was a good round. That was a good round. Kambosos did some good things in that round, but Haney won that round. Who you think they gonna give it to? You know what I'm saying?
Kambosos.
Because we gotta understand the fact that they're in Australia and
Man, they
that
took they
George
took
Kambosos
everything.
being them having an undisputed champion, that means way more to them than it does to over here in America. So they gonna do everything they can to keep them straps around their champion, right? So you gotta fight to where you gotta make every round lopsided to where you know what I'm saying. If they try to rob you, they'll never judge again. You know what I'm saying? But and I'm not gonna say every round, but 10 rounds, you 10-2 lopsided.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I won't be surprised if that fight be stopped in the 11th,
Ah,
bro. Trust me. I won't be surprised if that fight stopped in the 11th.
I know I know Kambosos leave his self vulnerable to a lot of punch because he's always trying to throw with you.
He
You
don't
know
he
what I'm
don't he don't move his head,
saying?
bro.
He don't move his head. Yeah, he always he's always coming when you throw, he coming right back at you all the time, right? And he don't move his head. But I just don't know. Like I said, I could be wrong, but I don't see Devin Haney doing enough to be able to stop it. Because his power he just don't pack that power like that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? But like I said, I could be wrong
right.
because he might go in there with that in his mind, like, hey, you know, I'm finna stop this dude. I gotta stop him because I don't even want it to go to the scorecards, and he might turn up and take more chances.
Right.
But I think that George Kambosos, he a solid fighter. He a solid fighter, you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's solid. I got to give him that much, but I don't like him. But
me neither.
he's solid.
Right.
Yeah, he's solid.
I just want Devin Haney to punish him for 12 rounds, beat the dog shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? And humble his ass.
You might get the David Benavidez and Morrell fight too, so you might get that towards the end of the year as well.
That would be dope, but I just don't think that. I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent. I don't know how I feel about that because I like both of them, right? But I look at David Morrell and I'm like, man, this kid, well, he ain't a kid, but like he got a lot of potential, right? He's still so young in the game as far as he only 6-0. He has a lot of potential.
And I'm glad you said that, brother, because I felt like I was the only one who acknowledged that. Everybody else like to see the glamour, but I don't see that. I see like he's still young,
Yeah,
still a
so
pup in the game. You feel me? No matter how many amateur fights he had, it's just that's how I feel. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, and you throw him in there in deep water with the shark. You don't know how he gonna perform. He ain't never been through that before. Like he used to just going in there and walking through these guys and getting them up out of there. You're not finna do that to David Benavidez. You
Right,
feel me?
right,
Like you got a whole different type fight on your hand,
right.
and to me, it's like you 6-0, and he could be a potential big, star. This could be a mega fight down the line, probably at 175, but it could be a big mega fight. And then you put the fight on now, and what if he fuck around and lose? He fuck around and lose, right? And then what that could mess up his confidence. That could fuck up his confidence. He only 6-0.
Hey, bro, I'm reading your chat. You got some dickheads in your chat, bro.
What do you say?
That shit crazy as hell, man. Oh man.
Man, yeah, they be in there. Man, what I missed?
Nah, motherfucker say, what does Muslim have to do with boxing? I guess he missed the whole conversation of what I was talking about, but
Yeah,
shit crazy, bro.
but you know what I mean. You 6-0, you're that young in the game, and you throw him in there against David Benavidez, and he fuck around, and maybe he find out, damn, I ain't as good. I ain't as good as I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? You
Right,
can
right.
confidence. You
You
get
know
in there,
who?
Benavidez put it on your ass, and I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but it's a possibility.
Who else I thought that about, bro? You remember who? Fuck. Before the Benavidez fight, it was Yo Elvis Gomez against Jorge Cotto. I
Right,
said this. I was saying I was thinking the same shit about you. I'm like, yo, the kid good. Don't get me wrong, but you seen exactly what you were just talking about, going in deep waters. Like he didn't do bad, but he exposed himself to a lot too, though. You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right.
So yeah, for sure. I definitely get what you're saying. Hell
I
yeah.
think I think that I think that's something that the promoter's gonna look at too. I mean, it's no to me. If Jamal Charlo get past Selecki, it ain't no excuse that we shouldn't have that fight. That's just how I feel about that shit. Like Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez, that fight need to happen. Or Caleb Plant, or
Yeah,
Caleb.
no, yeah, that gotta happen right there. It's too much smoke between them.
Caleb Plant. I mean, and we heard he was gonna fight Anthony Durrell. What's popping with that? Like to me,
Supposed to, supposed to.
Caleb Plant, like what I'm saying, he should have already been had a date. To me, like you got to bounce back
When
and
when he
show.
when he fought Canelo.
He fought Canelo November the 6th, I think it was. The November the 6th,
So last month he was clear. Then
May,
he
June.
had the 90. He had the 90.
That's nah, that was 6 months ago. November, December, January, February, March,
So
April, May.
March. Yeah.
That's 6 months.
Yeah. So back in May he should have. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then we in June. That's seven. We 7 months. He
yeah.
fought 7 months ago.
Right.
And that was one of his biggest problems to me in that Canelo fight. He's not active enough to be
Uh,
29 years old. What is he? 29 years old,
yeah.
and
Something
only
like that.
had 20 fights coming into that Canelo fight.
Right.
Why? That's a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he needs to be a lot more active,
Right.
a lot more active, and we're gonna see Caleb play. I think he's gonna bounce back because I think he got the temperament and the mentality to where I don't think he let shit um fuck with his confidence too much.
For sure.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Oh, that's the way he come off. But my man Eugene say Plant out here taking pictures in Italy. He's still working though. I think Plant
Oh yeah,
still
shit.
been
He
working.
just he just sparred with some other guy. If y'all probably don't know him. His name was just on the tip of my head, bro. I be thinking so many fighters, I be forgetting sometimes. But he just fought with Cash,
Oh,
Quintavious Cash, who Cash just fought
yeah,
the kid that was on his own.
yeah, I seen that. Yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep.
yeah.
Man, I fuck with Caleb. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't. They did they shit though Caleb after that Canelo shit. I fuck with Caleb though, man.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
like Caleb, man. I
I,
like him.
I think that he will beat Darrell. Darrell, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Darrell grew up with a lot of my family and shit. I
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
with Darrell, but I just think that he's at the end of his road.
Right, 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 right.
I don't see him beating Caleb Plant.
Me either.
Really
I don't
don't.
see it either.
But yeah, man. Man, a great show, man. I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up, man. We had a great show, man. When will you be on next?
I'm gonna go on later on tonight. Yeah, I'm going later on tonight, probably right about 11 o'clock.
Yeah, before you go, man. Look like Wilder coming back, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said before, he's even said it. He was pretty much 85% out. You know what I'm saying? And I have been telling people like, hey, man, he ain't even talking boxing, but when you sometimes you need a little bit of extra motivation. You know what I'm saying? And he see that the statue is bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than him. That's gonna be there for generations and generations to come. You know what I'm saying? So when he see that and he was still acknowledging people that he would see from high and low like he said. And but I meet personally, bro, because like I said, leading up to that, me, Joey, uh, Chris, Malik, shit, even Shelly, nobody knew except for me. I knew, but we never heard him talk about coming back up until that day. So when he said in the crowd, like, y'all ready? Like, we're like, shit, hell yeah, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Because we've already said we were behind him 100%, whatever he chooses to do. You know what I'm saying? But nobody expected that. That's why everybody was like, oh shit, okay. Where the hell this come from? And my only thing is, yeah, except for Scotty.
Yeah,
Except for
Scotty
Scotty.
gonna let you know. What up? What it do,
Yeah,
Scotty?
except for Scotty. Yeah, I gotta put that in there, except for Scotty. But for sure, like I say, nobody, knew. Like nobody knew, you know what I'm saying? And shit, it was unexpected, you know what I'm saying? Because he was real live, like it was actually coming close to doing the interview and saying he stopped. Maybe like very, very close.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I got mixed feelings about him coming back, because of the simple fact is me, right? I
Yeah.
always say this, and this is not just with Wilder. This is with any boxer.
Uh-huh.
Once you get that in your head that you want to retire, my thing is like I pretty much want to see you retire because it's hard. It's hard to get back to your top A+ level game once you like, man, I didn't did everything. I'm
Right.
thinking about like, man, I'm pretty much gonna retire. And then a lot of times when you come back, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like you just not at that top level because you already got one foot out the game.
Right. Right.
But hey, I was talking about this the other day, not cause I didn't do it live yesterday, but the day before, I
Right.
said that Anthony Joshua, I don't like him fighting Usyk. I don't think he can fuck with Usyk at all. I said that Anthony Joshua should have held that Usyk fight off, right? Left that shit alone
Right.
and went and fought Wilder. Because yeah, I think that Wilder gonna knock your helmet off for sure, right? But it's a bigger fight than you and Usyk. Yeah, you and Usyk is for some scraps, but that's a bigger fight, right?
Mhm.
You coming off a loss, Wilder coming off a loss. People want to see who gonna get knocked the fuck out. Like
Right.
the fans gonna want to see that. You know what I'm saying? You want to make that fight while it's still a huge fight. You go and get embarrassed by Usyk, You going to get embarrassed by Usyk again, and he stopped you because me personally, I believe that Usyk gonna stop him this time. If Usyk fuck around and stop you, now you could fight Wilder, but how big is that fight now? Now people not believing it because people not believing in you no more. They're like, man, dude need to retire. He just got, you know what I'm saying, beat up by Usyk twice. This time he got schooled by a man that was coming up from cruiserweight, and you know, and now he stopped you. Now you trying to like, nah, he just want a payout. He just trying to fight. What? It's not gonna have the same. You should have. That's what I think he should have left that Usyk shit alone, right? He could have revisited that, right? If for Wilder, you get knocked out by Wilder, you gonna get the biggest payday. I bet you that fight huge. But now it's like, okay, now you gonna go unless you beat Usyk. Now if you beat Usyk, you and Wilder is a big, huge fight, especially for the scraps. Like you know what I'm saying? Wilder getting that's big, but I can't see it, Tay. I can't see him beat Usyk.
Man, I think it still be a big fight, regardless of whether he win or lose. But I got to commend Joshua for running it back, though. You know what I'm saying? Got to commend him. He trying to get it back. So if he lose again, hey, oh well. At least I can say, fuck it, he ran it back. You know what I'm saying? I can at least say that. But I think the fight will still be a big fight, even if he does lose to Usyk again, bro.
Is Wilder still interested in that fight?
Shit, if they come with the right money for it, I'm quite sure. Shit, I don't think he like to say he ain't never ducked no smoke.
What's up with Luis Ortiz?
Ortiz fighting Andy Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz. I don't know why we get their fucking names mixed. Andy
Ruiz fighting Luis Ortiz.
Oh, he's finally gonna fight him?
Yeah, he's fighting Luis Ortiz. This summer.
Because he's been ducking Luis Ortiz for a long time. So he finally gonna fight him.
Yeah, he finally gonna fight him, bro.
Yeah, I like that fight.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I'm trying to think like who could Wilder fight. I mean, Dillian White just got his ass knocked out by
Fury. Yeah, and I mean, I still like that fight too, though. You know what I'm saying? Just for the simple fact that, you know, the little shit that, you know, he was talking or whatever like that. But like I said before, he still.
I can't even really. I just dislike
Dillian
White so much.
We all do, man. He still got to wake up.
Talk like, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna be biased because I can't, you know, I can't stand that dude.
I mean,
him and Jarrell Miller, them two dudes, man.
Oh yeah, Jarrell Miller just got beat up in Spartan. I ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, so yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know people were saying Robert Helenius, but I think Fred was saying something about a Robert Helenius, but he already fought Robert Helenius, didn't he?
No, he didn't fight Robert Helenius.
I thought he fought him early in his career.
Deontay and Robert Helenius ain't never fought.
They never fought? Damn.
No.
I could have maybe they
was in the same camp. They was in the same camp.
I know they was in the camp. This whole time I thought they fought each other. Maybe that was man, who the fuck was that? And somebody else then. It had to be. Dang, I always thought they fought each other early on in the career.
No, like what's sneaky, and I just read this today. I just read that Frank Sanchez. This is if Fury, whatever he chooses to do, whatever the fuck he got going on. But what I just read today is that Frank Sanchez is training with Goosen. Keep in mind, Goosen is part of what? PBC. You know what I'm saying? So when I read shit like that, I'm like, my light went off. Like, okay. Goosen cool. Goosen TGB. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brown, all them. I already see the play, but that wouldn't be good for Frank Sanchez with a new trainer right there. See what I'm saying?
Frank Sanchez, man, I thought Frank he good, but he ain't as good as I thought he was. When he fought Ajagba, I seen a lot of holes in his game, and I was right there down there ringside, watching that fight. And I don't know, man. I just saw a lot of things. I thought Frank, he don't take enough chances for me. To me, as heavyweight, like to me, Jared Anderson, he ain't fucking with Jared Anderson. To me,
Jared Anderson. Young boy.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. I like young boy.
That was John Dupas. That's who it was. That's who
Duhopis.
I had. That's who
Duhopis.
I had. Helani is mixed up with.
Yeah, Duhopis. He fought. Matter of fact, he fought Duhopis in Brooklyn.
Yeah. That's who I had it mixed up with. You know what I'm saying? Two tall ass white dudes.
Shit,
Yeah.
man. I said, like watching them spar, man. That'd be a good, easy fight. But who knows?
Who? Wilder and
Lanius, yeah.
Helanius.
Yeah.
That's a fight right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's
They
a fight,
gonna-
dog. It's a fight. I just like I said before, just
Exciting.
dog, like two big motherfuckers here. Oh man, dog. I'm in the backyard just looking like, damn, this would be a good ass fight.
That's a good fight because it's exciting, and that's a fight that Wilder could put on the showcase motherfucking knockout. Because you know Helanius, he can fight, he can punch too, but he ain't got no defense like that.
Yeah,
he you know what I'm saying? He gonna get hit, and you get hit by Wilder, it's a much different ball game than getting hit by Kanaki. Adam Kanaki or somebody like that.
Kanaki. No, I don't think we'll have to fight Kanaki anyway. I mean, shit, he's what two fight losing streak.
No, I'm saying Robert Helenius, he getting hit by Wilder, it's gonna be way different than when he got hit by Adam Kanaki. You know what I'm saying? You get hit by Wilder like Adam Kanaki hit you, you going to sleep night.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. And I like I said, I like Robert, man. You know what I'm saying? But the question would be right there what his coach wanted, because I know what his coach told me when we was in camp. You know what I'm saying? So, and that kind of like, they'll probably try to shy away from it. You feel me?
That money though. That money.
Yeah.
Get a big payday fighting Wilder, and it's gonna be on pay-per-view.
And it's gonna be on pay-per-view.
But yeah, right. Man. Let me get ready to wrap it up. Y'all make sure that y'all go sub to Tay. Y'all make sure that y'all go sub to Pac-Man Tay. Drop your link in there so they can sub before we get up out of here. Coach, what's happening with it? What it do, Coach?
I'm gonna have to go out and do it because I can't see it right here, bro.
Okay.
But I can go out and then put it in your thing.
All right, for sure.
All right, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, bro.
Salute to you.
Love.
Yes, sir. Separate the good from the greats. World Combat. You know we're gonna have to do something on the Errol Spence and the Errol Spence and Crawford fight. Yeah. Joe Joyce needs the opportunity. Joe Joyce is about to fight Trevor Bryan, I think. I think Joe Joyce and Trevor Bryan about to fight. Is it? Yeah. You know, I like that white dude, that big white dude from Croatia. I think he's Croatian. What's his name? Filip Hrgović. I like that big white dude, Filip Hrgović. He could go. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him in there with somebody like Joe Joyce. That's the fight they need to make. Filip Hrgović and Joe Joyce. I like that fight. You feel me? But like I said, man, great show. Y'all go sub to Pac-Man ATL. He dropped his link in the chat. All y'all got to do is click the link, go sub to him. Click the link and go sub to him, and he will be on later tonight, y'all. I appreciate everybody coming here, supporting the channel. And I forgot, the Queen, Aisha, is in the Cash App. I appreciate you for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Yeah, but we, like I said, we got the weigh-ins tomorrow. Great fights going down this weekend. You know, Devin Haney going for undisputed. And then on Tuesday, we got Nonito Donaire and Inouye rematch. And the same day as Devin Haney this Saturday, you got Daniel Roman, you know what I'm saying, versus Cool Boy Steph for 3 belts. Cool Boy Steph about to have 3 straps. But like I said, y'all hit the like button. I appreciate y'all coming in here, showing love. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone, y'all.